Again, how you doing? My name is Chef Milas Williams. Another great week here with my great people at the Divas and Dudes organization. Thank you for attending. Thank you for coming. Thank you for believing in me. Again, these things that I'm allowing to do for you would not be possible if it wasn't for God, for one, and two, I thank Miss Battles and everybody else, and of course the neighborhood place. Today you are doing soups, right? We already know this, right? We've already touched on our creativity and our creative voice last week. Now, few of you or many of you have walked away with the experience of saying, "I didn't know I could do that." I know somebody left last week saying, "I didn't know I could do that." Now this is a elevated. In the chef world, we want to say we want to elevate as we go, right? We already know who's the strong people. We already know who is the novice where they're learning. But even if you're a novice, you still have a creative thought that you can input, right? Today you will start on your soup. It could be cold, it could be hot, it could be fresh, it could be warm, however you dim to do it. Pureed meaning blended, taken through a shaker, pretty much like a tomato soup. It could be thick and chunky. It could be minestrone, however you want. You have your kitchen to utilize it. You have your mystery box. I will not subject you to say you have to use everything in there. Be creative today. You team leaders, y'all have your team that you chose and that you entrust and that you have stepped back and watched their creativity from last week, and you know pretty much where you want to take it to. You will be allowed to use recipe books. We have recipe books. You can use your phone for a recipe, but I want to see the creativity. I want you to wow yourself today, because next week we have entree, and that's where it gets very, very, very intense. Um, we got I got you. Trust me, I got you. Next week we will be it'll be in two teams, depending on how everything goes and how efficient that we work. It'll be one. It'll be just two bays instead of four. It'll be two areas. One on one side does a dessert. The other side does the protein, the meat and potatoes. So keep your mind on that. We will have different team leaders next week, but I would like for everybody to study a meat and a dessert. That way, when you're chosen, you can say, "With this box and what we have, I know let's attack it this way." Okay. So now let's get to our stations. You can choose your stations and let's begin to have fun. 10-minute timer, and it's already at 450, so you should be good. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Fat on it? Should it has oil on it?
It already has oil. So
what about if you do it without oil?
oh, it'll still be good. It'll come out more because corn already has its natural juices in it, so it won't hurt it. But the oil will help it cook quicker.
So if we did it in a restaurant, would you use it with oil or without
Both,
oil?
depending on the cuisine, and depending on the background. With Hispanic cuisine, of course, I would have used oil because that's elote. With, let's say, a German dish, or if I was making a soup, then I would not use oil because it's going to compensate with the fat that's already in the heavy cream.
Point that out because that makes sense to me. I come from Sweden.
Yes, exactly. Because y'all don't use a lot of oil. Hot pan. So we want to stop the cooking process because the cooking process is already done.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
We want to take this bowl, bring it over here. Excuse me. And you want to set it here in your proofer in the heat. So this is your stager.
Okay. I don't have one.
And then it'll get hot. It'll stay hot.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. So we have our fresh ginger. And again, we always want to thank River City Produce and Chef Jamie Stevens for our donations and for our fruit. any potatoes are in there. So not by seeing. So we use what we call a slotted spoon or a coriander spoon, right? So we give a good stir, make sure all the seeds and everything's in there. We get out all our vegetables that's in there. And this is for plate presentation. So now you see that we see every component of your soup. We take our ladle, we get our broth, we pour it over just enough so that way when you present it, you can see everything.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yes, ma'am. All of them are inviting. All of them look refreshing. All of them look healthy, and you can actually see all components of everything. But it's the flavoring and what y'all and the love that y'all put in. Let's start our presentation.
This soup right here is ours, and it is a cream-based soup made with chicken. It has chicken base and milk and whipping cream in it with some flour, salt and pepper. Inside of it, first we sautéed. It has onions, celery, jalapenos, ginger, garlic, corn, zucchini, carrots. It's got a little bit of everything in it. So we sautéed all that together, and then I made the base, or we made the base. Then we dumped it all together, simmered it for about 15 minutes. And over here we have a little vegetables that Seema used with our extra vegetables, which are, oh my God, so good. She's got everything in there: carrots, squash, sweet potatoes,
Oh,
the
wow.
broccoli. She used fennel seed, cloves, and anise. Very good. And mustard seeds.
Come on now.
So that's ours.
Okay. Next.
We made winter vegetable soup.
What's the vegetable soup? Okay.
Yes, with all the vegetables, we boiled it first, and some of them we roasted, and then we blend everything together with some heavy cream and milk, and then we put them together and boiled with a little of salt, pepper, and toasted cumin seeds. Then I added a little bit of butter,
Awesome. Awesome.
and I have the corn roasted in the oven to give it a little crunch in between.
Okay. Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hello, this is our soup. We did the on chowder. So usually chowders are cream based. We just with the mirepoix, the sauté vegetables that we just blended them, and then we roasted corn, we roasted broccoli, potatoes, and then we add a little bit of everything to the blending pot. Then added the other chunky parts in there so you can taste it better. Also, we added bacon. Actually, they sauteed the bacon, and in that fat they did the other vegetables. Also, we added a little bit of cilantro for a little bit to add a cleaning, and a tiny bit of heavy cream for the tanginess.
Okay. Awesome.
Hi, Chef Edgar. This is our soup.
Yes.
Started out with a little bit of onion and garlic. Added a little bit of broth and some water, salt, pepper, cumin. And then we added the corn, carrots, potatoes. We got it all cooking and everything. Once we're done, then we poured it. little bit of cilantro, little bacon bits, and avocado.
Awesome. Look at everybody like, oh man, let's jump right into it. So I will add the avocado. Which one is what? This goes with this? Yes. Wow. The cilantro played very well as a refresher for it complements the spice. The roasted cumin, the cilantro played very well with it. Very well. The cilantro plays very well with the spice, with the roasted cumin. The flavors are there. Very, again, as I said at the beginning. No, I'm just clearing my palate. It's the right type of heat, the right amount of heat for a soup. This is a soup that, of course, if it was 30 degrees outside, that you would want to eat at a lunch. It tastes as if it has like the chunks of potatoes and everything else, but it doesn't because it's the flavor profiling, right? The avocado does play as a nice moderate protein for it. The croutons were good. Next time, leave without. You know, sometimes simple is better. Simple is better, but the cilantro is a big brother to this soup. Yes. This kind of reminds me like of curry.
That's what I just
Yeah.
said. I said it tastes like a curry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. Oh, does this go together? Because no, because this can be. So if you, yeah, white rice, the flavors are there. The spice is very mild and sexy. Um, the because it's the natural sexiness from the bell peppers that you sweated. Green bell peppers are more of a bold. Your red is more of a sweet. Your yellow and your green, yellow and the orange ones, they're just there, right? They really have no flavor. They're just a bunch of moisture. So if you are looking for a lot of flavor with bell peppers, green will be the first one. Of course, if you want to go with more sweet and you want to keep it moderate, if you think that you over salted anything, use a red bell pepper. But this right here is super sexy by itself. I wouldn't even add this with no rice. You know what's playing in my mind? If I had a bowl of hummus and this will go on top of it and incorporate with the pita bread, with the flat bread, yes. And so that would be awesome. Going into the soup. I'm surprised y'all not chefs. I don't care. Look. I'm sorry. Yeah.
They couldn't
Um,
hear that. Say it again.
I'm surprised y'all not chefs. Y'all are capturing flavor profile. It's not about what you it's not about what you use. It's not about how it looks. It's about, again, the final taste. The final result is the taste. And we always say in the chef word, I learned this from Mr. Larry Zimmerman. You might see him next week. He's one of the owners of Primo Meat Processing. You might see him if I could squeeze his arm to get out here to come visit. He always told me 20%, your last 20% of your dish is love. And I've seen from last week to this week, the teamwork, it was a flow. It wasn't we was kind of tense and we didn't know. Everybody now flowed with it, right? Uh-oh, I'm sorry. And so this soup here, so far, all three is beautiful. So I can't stop there. We're gonna continue on. We're getting into our broth soups. So we've had the two cream soups. Now we're getting into our broth soups. Our broth soups are the soups that you would cook if the little one was sick. What you would put in the canteen and sip on if you're having some type of and then with broth soups, your main component going into this wintertime, especially with immune systems and everything, always keep in mind not just ginger but turmeric. Please make turmeric your friend. It kills inflammation. It levels out the blood pressure, and it also helps add purity, cleaning out your blood. Right, going into this.
Broth is very good when you're going to
So we have the potato and the corn. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I can't even describe y'all. Yes, you are. No, I'm serious. And I'm not. Trust me, if y'all look me up on YouTube, you see some of the videos. I will literally. I have taken plates and thrown it across the. Yeah, seriously. Yeah. So what I will say about this one, it has a tinge of the cream. Where's she at? Okay. Where's her team? It had the tinge of the cream. The big brother to this is the bacon, the bacon and the potatoes, right? In my mind, when I do taste and I do take on tastings, I always taste where could I eat this at? Where do y'all see myself eating this, right? What will I be doing to make me want to yearn for this? Because again, y'all have already captured flavor, which is umami, what we spoke about last week. I could see myself, I didn't want to eat nothing coming home. I have this big trough of, when I say trough, bucket, container, whatever you want to call it, of this soup. And it will be a filler right before, if I'm going to sit down and chill, I can drink a green tea, a smooth green tea with this. You would think like, what? Well, that's just the craziness of me. I would eat this soup particular, because of the flavor and because it's lingering in my mouth right now. And I'm complimenting right now with green tea, like a smooth green tea. And I'm sitting there and I'm sipping. That would be like I'm using water. I would use the green tea to clear my palate with this. It needs nothing, the right amount of flavor, the right amount of smoothness. So no salt. This is all natural. This was none of that added. It was all, you can tell it's all natural. The fat, not the bacon fat, but the heavy cream, that fat is just what takes it on into the sunset, right? That's what coats the tongue in the back. So this is good. I would definitely compliment this. Keep this recipe. I would definitely compliment this with some green tea if you. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. So you did use the Holy Trinity. Yes. Yes. So now, last but not least, I really wish I had green tea with this one. Really, I really wish, for real. So this reminds me of, well, of course, the soup, which is caldo, but it reminds me of the Oaxaca soup. The way it's the corn, the avocado, the potatoes, and the carrots, the mirepoix in there. That the presentation is definitely a Latin theme, and I like that. Um, I can see right now. How do I know that this soup has naturalness and it wasn't too much fat and you're not trying to overpower me? Okay, so have you ever went to somebody's house or you ever went to a restaurant and they overpower the potato or anything with cheese? They try to mask it up with cheese because they messed up instead of allowing the potato or whatever to be the show. Y'all are allowing the vegetables to be the show because how do I know this? The rim of the broth is natural. It's not, I can move it around. It's not leaving a stain. So that lets me know that it's natural. That lets me know that you're not trying to prank me for a chef to know. You're not trying to prank me into, okay, the broth is the key. No, you want the star to be all components. And that's what you're presenting to me right now. Who made this? Gilda. Is he going to the ranch? Well, I'm gonna hire him out there with me. Because that's one of my things going into season. I'm serious. Man, if Chris was here, I already know Chris would definitely, yeah, I already know. My boy Chris. This right here is beautiful. It's beautiful. If I had to give a word for it, very intriguing, very interesting, very, I want to know your name. Where would I eat this? You ready? Of course, it has a Latin theme from I don't know if that's the direction that y'all were going, but that is the direction that I'm taking it. And if I was to eat this, following behind this would be a good menudo. A good menudo. Or a good shot of tequila. Seriously. Now, what is this missing? Camarones. If you had the camarones seared in tequila, a splash of lime, not lemon, and tequila, not Milagro, the Chef Johnny's Herande, that tequila with this, that would play because I would dance, what I call dancing. I would interlock all the jumbo shrimps, I would say 30s by 26s, the big ones. I would have either 2 of them or 16 by 20s, and I would interlock them and present it just like that and have it set in there first and then put this around it. And that will make it the mystery. Like I'm looking forward to why this broth doesn't have a ring as a chef. And I look at those type of things. I go that definite. Like you presented to me, okay, they're not trying to mask it up with fat. What's going on here? This is beautiful. Yes, seriously. I would definitely hire you out there at the ranch. Seriously, well, all of you, for real. I wish I could open up the kitchen out there when y'all do come. You cook for me, y'all. Okay. So now, so you trying to say who will win first, second, and third? What's inside? What's inside this soup is the avocado, the corn, the celery, carrots, and potatoes with cilantro. But simple. But like I say, it's just intriguing. It's very, very, yeah. This is something you would eat this and not get full, but you would yearn for more. If that makes sense. But again, if you hitting it with a little shot of tequila, it'll take you on. I'm serious. Like if whoever drinks, I mean, you can try it. I'm a chef, so I gotta. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This will be first. Um, yes, this will be first. Um, I mean, I can't even. I would just say this right. The vegetables alone would be second. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know it's not a soup, but man, if it was, this is not a soup. Oh my god.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, it's
Yeah, there.
they're all that you can't. I'm sorry, I couldn't judge it. I'm gonna throw in the towel on that one and wave the white flag. Um, again, I want to close out. Let's close out. Another great class. Third week. Third week of Chef Milas with Divas and Dudes. I love everything about the class. I love the personality, the character, the integrity of the students, and the persistence and the creativity. Um, Chef Milas Williams is me, my great class, and we're signing out till next week.